under the palm trees, hot sun and cold breeze. They go to the bone. It's my twin island.
And the imagery behind that video always inspires me. David Rudder sitting, playing some dominoes. Of course, we enjoy that game. Trinidad and Tobago enjoys our little cards as well. Sometimes we joke, if you can't play cards, well, what you do when you went to school? We enjoy our sport, our football, our cricket, and other sports as well. Big up to the sailing team out of Labray. There are some tremendous young people doing an excellent job in Labray, sailing and representing Trinidad and Tobago internationally also. We have to support our young people. The beautiful steel pan, all the accolades that are given to it, things that we need to surely market around the world, things that we need to push even harder. Our costumes, our masks, right? Not take out the M&D, right? That part, I ain't not on that and marketing that. Everybody have that. For a matter of fact, no human being is created without that physical attribute. Cheap, nothing, that exists all the time. Let's not sell ourselves in that way, but let's sell ourselves, our masks, our traditional costumes, our kings and our queens, our artistry, our ability to bend wire, put glitter, all kind of thing. There's a brother who sits in St. James who bends wire and makes little ornaments, men playing pan, and you know they could bob and weave and stuff as well. The creativity of a people who made something out of nothing, out of old discarded drums. And now, too many of us are just motivated. All we want to make is money. Instead of we keep that level of creativity. Individuals who, like Brian London in the extempo finals, like Rivaldo London, who won Junior Kings, who have the capacity with words, who have the intellect to be sharp, to reply. It is part of our culture to be witty. Somebody diss you and you diss them back. You know, you come back at them, not get angry and lash out because of a lack of ability to communicate verbally. But you hit them back, a talk, and then the listening crowd say, ooh, and they are defeated because their insult has been turned around. And then we don't take it too deep, all right, and it's love, and we go on. Words are wind. Although they are powerful, but we take them as wind. We're not going to let it escalate. All these are tremendous aspects of our culture. Things that we have to show and showcase. Our warmth. Don't study that. Don't study that. I can't sell you this rose corn, you know, too hard. Look too. The warmth. You know nothing, you want something to eat, you're looking like you're under a little pressure. Come, look something. My coconut vendor on Arapita Avenue. The little people who are disadvantaged, homeless or whatever, sweep up for me and you'll get change. Sweep up and clean up and bag up everything, you'll get change. The warmth of a people. The accommodating nature, the understanding that everybody had to live. These are the true gems that we have, apart from tremendous physical beauty as well that we have been blessed with. Sand and sea and beaches and Tobago so pristine. Rain in abundance, so it's a green place, easy on the eyes. Not harsh desert. This is how blessed we are. This is how we have been handed blessing upon blessing. And it is just for us to now appreciate the blessing and just market it and let people enjoy as well and bring to us in this economic financial system where foreign currency and all of that, you know how it goes. Human beings sometimes could be so negatively impacting that they can inherit the kingdom of heaven, they could inherit heaven and mess it up. That sound familiar? I often sometimes play a song, we tear down paradise and put up a parking lot. That is how ignorant we could be as a people. Destroying each other, killing each other, envy, allowing the whisperer to whisper into our hearts and becoming tools for the devil. Becoming tools for the devil once we are jealous and envious and hateful and full of pride, evil pride. We become tools for the devil. He does laugh. I have this one. I will make his hands hurt his brother. I will make his lips speak words about his sister. Come on, Trinidad and Tobago. Not in a distant way from our everyday lives, in some spiritual disconnect, but in a real way in our everyday lives. I ask you all to ask for forgiveness, to check yourself. Women and men, reflect, look at yourself in the mirror. The same way you look at yourself in the mirror. There are men looking at themselves in the mirror more than women now. Pressure? I don't know what's going on with this place. So wrapped up in the external. And they take no reflection on the internal, on their inner selves. A preoccupation with the exterior points towards a failure on the interior. Apply the understanding of life to your everyday. Good morning to all of those who are going out this morning to work, even in the festive season, of course, and who are still going to give their best. Blessings to everyone who don't really take part too much. They might go to Flavor Village. Blessings to Flavor Village. And those who have conceptualized and executed. To eat some food and whatever, and interact and smile and laugh. And then pull in early because they know they have to come on the radio stations, the TV stations, the banks, the services. They have to go out. The TN-Tech people are passed this morning, the B-Mobile, to serve Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to you all. Good morning to everybody. Good morning to the corporation workers. Good morning to the landscapers. Good morning to everyone, right? Blessings, and may God bless you all today and every day. Just to head into the news where we should apply our understandings of life to every day. You know, right, headline, big up the London family, the Trinidadian London family, right? Big up Rivaldo, London, 2026 Young King. I just got a snippet of his song, he is our boss, right? Keep doing it. Keep doing it. We see also Minister Michelle Benjamin just outlining the expenditure so far for Carnival, and also some of the statistics in terms of the generation of jobs, etc. 137 million pumped into Carnival, nearly 2,000 jobs created, says Culture Minister. And of course, that has its economic spin-off. It has its transfer of money from people coming in, from people spending money, to those who are providing services, and in many people who work. Right, there are thousands of Trinbagonians who are indirectly around this period benefit from the economic activity that is taking place. I myself, this is a time for me to work. Right, it's a time for me where I give the opportunity to hundreds of young men and women to work and to serve and secure people while they enjoy themselves. Get involved in a positive way as well. Wherever you are this year, you may be in an economic position where you can't participate in one way, but you can participate in another way. Still enjoy giving service and get paid for it as well. It is a tremendous industry, and hopefully we can grow it, and we can grow the positive aspects. I not really so much on, which parts of it, right? But our stick fighting, or pan, or calypso, right? Our camboulet. Sometimes we forget what Carnival originated from. So when we see the spirit of young people standing firm against injustice, against even the force that has been created from colonial days to suppress the people, we say, well, what's wrong with them? No, at this point in time, they know not the time for that. Not realizing that the spirit that underlies this expression of freedom is one of rebelliousness against oppression, against force, against suppression, against slavery. We forget that. It is one of mocking those masters. It is one of creative expression because we could not talk. It is one of communication through the tambu bamboo, through the whatever, the drums, etc. Communicating with each other when we could not speak about rebellion, about getting away, about fighting back. We miss that, and we degenerate into and I don't want to even cast aspersions on the people part of it. Whoever them want to do that, them. Let us revive and embrace our wealth of culture. When those people from the United Arab Emirates emissaries came recently and were hosted by our government, I was happy to see, of course, it was so much beautiful, positive aspects of our culture showcased to them. They run in with crab in Tobago, they run in with crab. They dance in the folk wedding, the old time wedding. And enjoying the culture. Of course, they eat our doubles. I eat our doubles up to yesterday. Careful with the grease and the flour. So much to appreciate. Love, let us love ourselves. Let us understand ourselves. So this expenditure has taken place. It has created about 2,000 direct jobs, and the indirect jobs are, I can't even quantify. Myself alone, I help in organizing hundreds of people into work. And likewise, so many other entities. So blessings to Trinidad and Tobago and this continued economic engine, cultural expression that we have. Let us make the best of it. I skip a headline here. I'll get back to that one. Pan Am pressure, managing cycling development are two other headlines that we'll get into after the break. Of course, our sporting potential is also tremendous, and our achievement is also tremendous for our small Twin Island Republic. We are blessed. And now, because this station is blessed with some ads as well, we have to pay the bills. So we'll take the ads and we'll be right back. Stay locked on. Who not locked on, get them locked on. This is the place to be. Voices on the Street.
And my car get bunks from behind.
Well, then they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the insurance company go fix it up.
Fix up? Huh? I make my claim the next day. And up to now, I can't hear from the insurance company. I need my car fixed.
Look, you better go to the Financial Services Ombudsman. I'm sure they can help.
Yeah, I'm going to check them now.
To resolve a complaint with your insurance company, bank, or non-bank financial institution, contact the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman at 800-4FSO or visit www.ofso.org.tt. We can help, and our services are free.
Get ready to immerse yourself in the vibrant rhythms and the joyous spirit of sweet calypso. Join us for an unforgettable experience at the semi-final round of the Calypso Monarch competition. This is Calypso Fiesta. 40 Calypso stars will compete on the Skinner Park stage. Calypso Unleashed, boundless harmonies. Mark your calendars. Saturday, February 7th, 2026. Join us at Skinner Park in San Fernando for an afternoon of pure Calypso magic. Showtime 2 p.m. Tickets available on islandetickets.com or call us at 623-9660. Don't miss out on a chance to experience the rhythm and joy of the Caribbean in 2026. Calypso Unleashed, boundless harmony. This is Calypso Fiesta.
Get ready for an explosive night of soca energy this carnival season. It's a massive one-night-only live concert in the Flavor Carnival Village at the Queen's Park Savannah, Port of Spain, featuring the legendary Waterlord himself, the big man in the business, IWER George! If Trinidad on fire, fire, Tobago on fire, fire, Trinidad on fire, fire, the people want water. Celebrating 35 years of pure soca power, IWER is bringing all the classics, the latest heat, unstoppable energy, and jump-up madness that will leave you feeling it in your bones. Come out early to secure your spot at this epic event presented by the National Carnival Commission. Gates open at 6 p.m. and admission is completely free. No tickets needed, just bring your vibes. Expect non-stop energy. Get ready to run and enjoy that signature IWER magic. For updates, check out www.ttcarnival365.com or follow at ttcarnival365 on Instagram and Facebook. IWER George, live in concert for one night only. Queen's Park Savannah, be there.
It's a whole lot of flavor wrapped up in a twist. Some of them try to rap, but they don't rap like this. With crispy KFC tenders and lettuce and carrots and shredded tortilla embedded, perfect wherever you headed. Dripping with that creamy mayo and that mambo sauce. Let me tell them one more time to get my point across. It's a craveable, crunchable, movable, functional, flavorful meal that your taste buds must endorse. KFC, crunch twist, crunch twist. None of them, they don't make them like this.
Introducing KFC's Crunch Twist, a flavorful wrap with a delicious difference for just $29.95. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Let we link up and fet with Flow. Sign up for any link up plan today and you could win 2 tickets to one of Tobago's hottest events. Plus, you're guaranteed free installation. Get the fiber internet hookup you have been wanting and the night out you deserve when you sign up for any of our amazing link up plans. Sign up in store today or visit online at discoverflow.co for more info. Promotion ends February 17th. Flow, we keep your carnival rhythm flowing.
It's
Classic Russo's final week for 2026. This is your last chance to experience the best tent show for the carnival. This Tuesday 3rd and Wednesday 4th February at City Hall, Knox Street, Port of Spain. Both shows 8 p.m. with a massive special of 3 persons on 1 ticket for 200, featuring their highly rated cast of performers: All Rounder, Crazy, Contender, Manchild, Hamidullah, Lady Wonder, Shirlane, Twiggy, Dr. Will B, Charlene Bailey, Master G, Mark Eastman, Garth Sinclair, the youthful Kyle Cowie, Andre Nelson, Nefta Kojo, Jay Edwards, and many others. MC Shirlane Hendrickson, chorus by the Classic Russo Diamonds, music by Classic Russo Orchestra. Get your tickets at Crosby St. James, Tuco offices, New City Mall. This is your last chance to experience the best tent show for the carnival. Classic Russo for Classic Kaiso.
Tobago. It's Carnival. Provide the event space formerly known as Shade. Quote unquote Tobago says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chase out allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email IWERMG@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is carnival. The Lion Brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori fry, bake roti and doubles too, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, the Lion Brand is the reason. When the Lion Brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion Brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion Brand.
What are you doing? Crunchnival at KFC is so special to all.
What are we doing? Do what you want with the crunch, don't fight it. KFC, carnival, when you bite it. Flavor, thicker, like rocket. It's a Crunchnival with the baddest bucket.
The Crunch calling with our baddest bucket. That's 7 pieces of chicken for only $99. And for just $25 more, get 4 additional sides. Or crunch into Carnival with a super deal and get 1 piece of chicken, 1 regular side, a biscuit, and a large drink for only $29.95.
When the taste moves your waist, you know it's Crunchnival at KFC.
This carnival season, come hungry and leave in love. Welcome to Flavor, a carnival culinary experience like no other. Every evening, the Queen's Park Savannah transforms into a vibrant village of food, culture, and celebration. Taste the best of Trinidad and Tobago with local street food, gourmet chefs, live cooking demos, cultural performances, and family-friendly experiences, all in one place. Join us at Flavor Village, Queen's Park Savannah, every day from 4 p.m. TNT, you're gonna love this.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And we are back. So if you all didn't know, now you know. We have a wonderful hamper that we are going to give out on the show this morning. And all through the day, we are going to be giving out this wonderful Lion Brand hamper. Yes, it's the same hamper that I thought was mine and that I carry home and had to bring back. I tell them I'm going to win it myself. So I studied how I could go and call, change my voice, and boy, you know how the thing go. So we have this wonderful hamper. All right, it contains in it the wonderful products that Lion Brand makes, right? Our indigenous, a company that is indigenous to us. It contains Polori mix. It contains fry bake mix. It contains baking powder, self-rising powder, and split peas powder. Everything you need to make some really nice cuisine. Trinidadian cuisine, right? It have Polori mix, and all I call it Polori mix. It have fry bake mix. It have baking powder. It have self-rising flour and split peas powder. All right, pay attention because to come in, you gotta give me that information. All right. What we will do, we'll play a song. And once you have that entry code to come in with the products, you just tell me what is the name of the song and who is the artist, and you're good to go. You win this wonderful hamper from Lion Brand. Let me hold it up. It's a little heavy because the flour and Polori mix has some weight. All right, so we'll take the calls. You all know the numbers: 3420081, 4665391. I like to give away all the calling. Like we give away this hamper and make somebody smile today, right? Of course, just give me the products that Lion Brand makes, and that would be the entry code to win this wonderful hamper. Touch back to the news. Right, so on top of the headlines, of course, victims on both sides. I know people would have listened to Minister Roger Alexander and been able to hear what he had to say about both the police officers and the families as well, all having to suffer in incidents like this that are extremely traumatic. And that would come as a response, obviously, to calls in the wider population and their concerns over the fact that the officers, were expressly given counseling, and many people felt as though they were the aggressors within the situation based on the footage that has been shown, and they felt as though if anyone, it's the family of the victims, etc., that really were the ones who should have a certain level of counseling and not the officers. Also, citizens took issue with the fact that these individuals were not removed immediately from active duty, but subsequently they were. And I think that is a good correction by the police commissioner. I don't know if he did, but I think it would have been extremely mature for him as well to just apologize for his initial statements or contextualize them and put them into the context of, I heard in that I took the word of the officers without maybe tempering what I said, because these officers will will deceive you. They will cause you embarrassment and shame when you speak as though what they have told you is the gospel truth. Right? And we have seen situations akin to that. We saw a situation where a manhunt was instituted for an individual, and there were accusations that he had shot a police officer when it was another police officer, who actually shot his colleague. And we would think that we learn from these incidents so that we can correct ourselves. KFC, morning. Morning, KFC.
Oh, Fuwa, blessed morning.
Morning. When this hamper now? Yeah, when the hamper now?
I don't know when the hamper, I got me in a Down syndrome thing, I go try to call to win a hamper.
Nah, but I want somebody to win it, so you want to win it? You know the products?
I am brand. But I call out for the fuel station to give it thing, you know, because I cut track for the fuel station. Yeah. I see in the red ads for the last 9 years was curled for ads. When the dream was there, so what are giving away? I see we go for the break and try and pant up the table. I was calling to see if I could have been there to for the stick fight or the panorama or army fight or they kill my hamper.
we go see if we get some ticket and thing to give away as well. But if you remember the products, you could win this one time too, you know.
Why? I want win a long-term investment, but I don't want to. But for things are looking too bad with Roger Alexander, you know. Because that kind of thing, he running a ministry and feel like he's still in the police service, you know. You can't do that. You can't try to defend the rogue officers and then the nation looking on and you making the government look bad. They said I calling and I'm making the government look bad. But the man who was talking about forward when done by the parliament, Orlando Octave, right?
Yeah.
They saying he was on, he talking on the ground, you know.
Yeah, he went out, yeah.
The man was campaigning for the UNC. He was singing UNC song. And he was down there. But forward, really and truly, you know they blowing they put me in the black book. Because I said something politically wrong on our next radio station. You know the white jacket, the black jacket. You know how we pull is? Like crabs in our barrel. Eat our food. But I want to let them know ice KFC. I use my vitamin skills to survive. I not be dependent on no government. But I support and fight, and I just see pure wickedness. I have more to say during that time. So I give somebody the hamper, bless.
All right, no problem. Blessings. So, I want to give somebody the hamper. Right? Pylori mix, fry bake mix, baking powder, self-rising flour, and split peas powder. Right? Those are the 5 products major products that Lion Brand makes. Once you give me those 5 products, you're inside. And then it's a real simple question. Who is the singer of a song that I will play shortly? And what's the name of the song? Right? Easy thing. Good morning, brother. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Blessings, brother.
Peace and blessing be upon your callers and listeners. Well, I didn't call for the hamper, but got to make a little contribution.
Yeah, man.
Forward. In every institution, have a fraternity. And the fraternity working for the white man. Police have a fraternity, the medical service, the Coast Guard, especially the police forward. They have a fraternity inside, yeah. And forward, they keep on working for the white man. And forward, the most expensive thing right now the white man needs is body parts. Body parts is a serious thing forward. That's why some of we youths and them getting gunned down, right? You know what they do. They ain't seen what they do. The youth men and them who were gunned down in Port of Spain when the police was coming from Diego Martin trailing them. Forward, if me and you is big men moving behind our vehicle, we could call command center. Command center, we moving behind our vehicle, we seen 4 youths in it. We run the number plate and we find the vehicle is a hot vehicle, but you know the youths and them, they could be driving hot vehicle. So block off Frederick Street, block off Henry Street, and block off they be coming down in town, we behind them. Forward is a fraternity. And heart and kidney, the white man need that. And they need it from the African because they had the highest melanin. Forward, we have to protect the African youths and them on the plantation. Forward.
Yeah, that's an interesting theory. I know in some parts of the world there is the trade in body parts. I don't know that is what is taking place. I feel as though because of the subculture that exists, because people have allowed their spirits and their cells to be taken over by evil, there's a lust for blood and there's a lust for the destruction of yourself. So there isn't that respect for life, and officers that go out there, I don't know what they're under the influence of sometimes. I know it have some who are abusers of alcohol and other drugs, and their actions speak towards something different, to a lust for blood sometimes, to empowerment to destroy human life without proper care. And that is what we definitely need to combat against in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, Paul, you're right. But sometimes, you know, these things is born and you look in sinister. Because what the brother do and the sister do, that these will call them gunshots. You can't say, you could say that they're under alcohol, they're under stress. But what we paying them for?
Yeah, certainly not for that.
Certainly not for that food. Because it are men mixing chemical for we to drink soft drink and carb and things. And if they're mixing the wrong chemical because they're under stress, home and thing, and come and take it out on we, they could put chemical, and when we drink the soft drink, we could die. But that ain't going on. Corn beef packaging, these men had to be mixing the chemical. It's important things too. Just like the officer is important things too for the citizens. Cannot be right. That a brother hold the hands forward. I end up in multiple gunshots without a firing. Forward. You mentioned a thing in the where they gun down the youth man and the police kill your own officer was blaming an innocent citizen.
Yeah.
That is right, pal.
Yeah.
You is police, you protect the citizen.
Yeah.
Every time you pressing the citizen and making me feel it's massa, man.
Yeah.
Forward. On the plantation, right? When they used to beat you on the plantation, the fellas and them with the dark melanin skin, they used to jump up and defend me, you know. But in the Willie Lynch book, them see that if you read the Willie Lynch, how they study us on the plantation, how to divide us, put the tall one against the short one, put the dark one against the fair one, put the educated against the dunce. Forward is a serious thing they do to us. They know the African with the dark melanin skin used to defend us. When they used to beat me on the plantation, the African brothers with the dark melanin skin used to jump in. The white man study these brothers and them. And what they do, they bust them in two when they're jumping up. This is the same thing you say, put them a horse and bust them in two. They make an example in front of their mother and in front of everybody. Everybody had to see that. So what the parents and them started to do, they started to bring up the dark melanin skin men and put them in office for massa. They're in the police force. They're in the army. Forward, they break these melanin men like Dr. Rowley and put the whip in their hand. Like the police force, like the army, like the Coast Guard. They break the melanin men who used to defend me on the plantation forward and put the whip in their hand and put the guns in their hand. Watch the men and them who they put in the police force forward. It's a serious thing because they study we and they study how to put we own. Who's the one who's to defend us on the plantation? It's the dark African melanin men. Watch the dark African melanin men, what they have? They have one handcuff. They have handcuff for we now. They have guns, extra shot to deliver inside of we. And chain them up in an agency house and give them a limited power. And what they do with the power for we?
A uniform and a badge. Yeah, a uniform and a badge and an indoctrination. And we need to change. We need to change that indoctrination. It has to be to serve and to love one another. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yes.
Yeah, blessings. Yeah, this is what we're speaking about in terms of reform. Anyone who stands up and speaks out against the wrongs in our society is doing a justice to our society and is supporting our government and supporting a good police service. So those who stand up should be commended for such. And a government that is in tune with our society will commend those who stand for rights. Go ahead, Colum. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ford.
Yeah, man, morning.
Mr. Ford, I listened to the part of the speech by the Minister of Homeland Security. I think to some extent it was limited, but it was short in coming.
Yeah.
It was long in coming. And yes, there appear to be some sensitivity and responsiveness on the part of the powers that be, which should augur well.
Yeah.
The government needs to move, as I said, to transform or to reform that police service.
Yeah. I'm confident, Mr. West, I'm confident that the authorities within the party spoke to him, because the way that he approached the issue was better communicated and took a better line, one that is more palatable to the population.
Yes, I agree with you. The tone was different.
Yes.
And I think I want to welcome it. And the fact remains is that, as I said, you have people in there who understand public administration, who understand the certain principles of law, such as the separation of powers. And the problem with the previous ministers of national security is that they encroached on the responsibility of the police commissioner. They want to play police, and the commissioners were so smart. They keep themselves quiet in a corner and let the minister come out there and get blows. So no attention was placed on the police commissioners, and things went on as usual. But let the police commissioner come out there and defend, the service over which he oversees.
Yeah. And beyond defend, Mr. West, let him do what is necessary in terms of reform. And let the minister play their part. We need the body cameras procure.
Well, yeah, the thing about why I say defend, what I'm saying here is this, is that if in fact he has information which would in fact, probably I use the word and probably not in the context, in the context that some people would want to hear it. But the point about it is that he must come out and speak to the population, communicate to the population as to what transpired and what actually went on and what the police position is on that, and the facts surrounding whatever incident may have occurred. And that is that is not the minister's responsibility. The previous minister of national said it right. He is responsible for policy and getting the resources and whatnot for the police. But you have some of them, they play in jefe, they're powerful. I am Minister of National Security, and I am encroaching on the responsibility of the police commissioner, and they get tied up.
Yeah. Because
the population now channel all their attention on the minister and forget the police commissioner.
Yeah.
So this is something they have to get. Let the police commissioner do his job. If he has to come out and give, I don't want to use the word again as you said, defend. If he has to come out and make a statement or to say what probably might have transpired and given his position on it, let him do that.
Yeah.
You don't go in there, and the separation of powers, I said, is very critical. Right?
Yeah.
You have a political responsibility. The administrative responsibility for the department is with the police. Right? You are ultimately responsible for the department under the Convention of Individual Ministerial Responsibility. You answer to Parliament and by extension the electorate. Yeah. And the thing about it is that in this country here, the question of best practice, You cannot be looking in Trinidad and see what people do and say that is what you would. You have to look internationally. You have to look to what goes on, best practice internationally. And you have incidents taking place in England, you take it in Barbados, Jamaica, all over Canada, all about. And when these things happen, the police commissioner comes out. And you see big concerns. So somehow when they went to lock up Ola, there was I thought I was in somewhere in the Congo. Because they come out there, it's a coup d'etat or some kind of thing take place and they sit down and you have to communicate with the population.
Yeah.
Right? And that is not the response. Yes, you as a minister, you have your role to play in terms of communicating, yes. But you cannot appear to be usurping the authority and the responsibility of the police commissioner. Let him do his job. Let him account. That is the word.
Yeah.
That is the word.
Thank you
Let
very
him
much.
account. You don't have account for him.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. West.
Yes, thank you again, yes.
Yeah. And that is essential for him to also understand. We do have that patience as well with some of our newly elected representatives and those who have taken non-ministerial portfolios that are new to them. But you need to learn. You need to learn fast because we have tremendous problems that you have inherited that you need to deal with. Good morning.
Salam alaikum, my little brother.
Wa alaikum salam. Take the hamper off my hands now so we could talk.
Beg your pardon?
I have a hamper to give away. Take it off my hands now, man. Or you ain't call for that.
Me ain't call for hamper, man.
I know that. I know it's a serious listenership I have here. Go ahead.
Listen this, folks. I want you and Trinidad and Tobago to start to listen to your program of justice, fairness, and the truth. I will call this program The Truth. To all the rest of talk show, where he is contribute, I find this one, you could deal with pure honesty and reality. Now, I want to ask Trinidad and Tobago something through you. How much people you feel who is police, who is priest, who is pastor, who is politician, call all the rank, the people who want to see the best and the development and the future of Trinidad and Tobago that have dignity for it. Tell me the percentage of who just on greed, on self. Because let me tell you something. This crime thing and this thing with the police, this thing ain't start now.
Yeah.
These things ain't going on now. The politicians and everybody, past, present, and future, everybody know what's going on. And I want to repeat, if this thing that start attack, when Bernadette James wanted to attack it, and she went to Yassim Abubakar, when Salvery happened in the sea, if these things was attacked, when Manning talked about Mr. Big, if these things was attacked, this country would have been clean.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to be looking to build no prison and all them things.
Would have been much, much better today if we did what we were supposed to do as a people and the changes were made by our leaders. I agree.
And you know why watching out for it? I don't want to be too long because plenty people mightn't call in this program with sense and truth. They will call all the rest of talk show. I was part of the ground report. I'm still part of supporting the ground report. But I only hope the ground report, Lennox and ITK and Andy, stay with the dignity. Stay with the dignity for the best interest of this nation. You know, yesterday after I done talk to you and I go out the road, a man get killed by a young fella get killed.
Yeah, sad.
Blood in the road.
Yeah.
So what we talking about is the truth. And here we are watching. You see, you will know that as you're in Trinidad and you're talking the truth, you're an enemy. You have to lie, because you have an acting director right now by the agency. He ain't know nothing. He don't know where you're about, and he don't want to hear nothing from nobody. We could tell him something to help the place. I'll start with that number one until our next morning next week. You have a blessed day. Inshallah, God is great, and He is the judge and the jury. All you have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Right, we have a responsibility to speak the truth, and I will continue to speak the truth. I have been embraced with the truth, and if you reject me with the truth, well, no problem, but I am not going to change. And I'm saying that I feel welcome politically to a certain extent with the truth. And that is what has to continue. We should embrace, as I am embraced, and my brother Orlando, big up, good morning Orlando, big up to all the people in the past who have stood for what is correct, regardless. Big up for the last time we stood up when the PNM was in administration, right? It is not so much a political issue alone, it is a people issue. If the politicians choose to then suppress you, then it becomes political. But we stood up. I know Mr. Mwakil get the call. He get the call from the police, just like I get the call too. I get more than the call. But the right thing is the right thing, and they should not, our systems should not suppress change. And if we don't stand up now and ensure, despite the attempts at suppression, that a change is made, we will continue to suffer. We will continue to suffer the hands of people who are supposed to serve us. Until it go haywire. It went kinda haywire already, you know. All you just forget. It went kinda haywire. The PNM had to call an election. When young people, when people stood up and come out in the street with their hands up, they had to send GG, is tear gas, is bullets, is all kind of, is beat up, is lock up. They lock up endless Trinbagonians. When these Mova 3 were killed unjustly, they have to pay, and they have paid some of those individuals, taxpayers. We have to pay for the wrong that they do to compensate them. A woman with a child, an unborn child, I went to the funeral, was killed. Up to now, accountability. It is not me. You have young people who are family, who are friends, who will now step up. What you gonna tell people? Don't love the family member who was unjustly killed? Don't stand up and say something about it? What you telling Trinidad and Tobago? Close all your eyes to what is in front of us. That cannot be the position of our government. And I know it is a monster to deal with. The corruption is a monster to deal with. I sympathize with the current Prime Minister at this stage in her life that she has to deal with this monster. And I offer my unending support in dealing with this monster. But to be dealt with, it has to be dealt with. How long Trinidad and Tobago will spin around, turn around, spin around, turn around, spin around? How long? How long are we going to accept self-hate? How long are we going to accept this careless, hateful subculture? So there are no leaders within the police service who saying, hey, time to change. They've all been seasoned, coming up so much that they have no desire to make where they are better. They don't want to leave any legacy of of proper change and policing for Trinidad and Tobago? Nah, man. Nah, man. I don't want to believe that. It must have one. Two, three. Don't let me start to call commissioners and deputy commissioners who I feel as though for your children, for your family, for the sake of Trinidad and Tobago. Oh gosh, all you come now, man. Hold it now, change it around now. So, I will continue doing what I do, and I know there are so many people as well. You could call them UNC activists, you could call them Trinidad and Tobago activists, you could call them whatever, who are going to continue to do what we are supposed to do and what is right. Don't vex with me. Love me. Good morning, Prezi.
Man, good morning, good morning.
Morning,
I know I've given you a little call, but I have to really give you a way to chat because you're really talking the truth too. Anyway, good morning, Imam. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, God. We have had a little overcast looking cloudy up by me up here, but it's I expected sun. I ain't calling no rain. I have some work to do in the Sunday, so I ain't calling no rain.
We go see how it go. Run into them. Go ahead. Hit the nail on the head. Go ahead.
Yeah, your topic nice. Your topic nice. And I listening to all these days. You're hearing it so much because I'm trying to analyze what I'm hearing over the broadcasting in the whole country, basically. Or like the next, somebody said the ground program they just now. I want to, you're shooting some shots there because here, as I'm analyzing, you know where I'm observing, brother? I want Trinidadian to be truthful with themselves, right? So I just come and try my best, but we're totally hypocrites out here, you know.
Say it again. What you want them to do?
What? Here what me
to be truthful to themselves.
I want to ask myself, if greeding we so much, if greed, that all the commissioners you talk about, go kick it up from all the, not even the commissioner talks, the last political organization, the present political organization, oh gosh, greed, boy, it's so ingrained in our way that we can't see contentment. We can't see that to help others than just to help with own pocket. Yes, brother. Listening even on the ground program. But when we say partisan, we're talking about fanatics. If even said your program may have some good fanatical conversation, but at least it have a conscience, and in many conversations coming here, they have people looking at it at two different ends. What on the next side, the ground we are talking about? Well, boy, fanatics like, hey, I want to tell you, human being something. I say down in Chile, and I 60 and change. I tell you, you don't care how bad all you think the PNM was, they're not going away. I tell you, they didn't take on the PNM this election because of the PNM. Or they take on the election because of one black man they call Rowley. If Rowley did only nominate Young and didn't elect him, Rowley nominate and elect, why that couldn't go with Trinidad? I don't know what they tried to do before and what at the end that Trinidad didn't take that measure of constitutional dotishness and just eliminate PNM because that's what we does. We don't do vote representative, we just vote symbol. And if Rowley is a PNM, the whole PNM will go in a general election and even a local election it is happening. You see, we don't know the politicians and the man we dread out here, but we hear, I listen. This is only I call him because I really listen to know how to talk, why to talk, when to talk. And we dread out here, boy. We hypocritical, we double standard, we look what's going on all over the world right now. I'm posing Sister Camera, but she do that, She put we as a she put we as a house slave to USA, We going and bringing news to USA and doing all kind of doing to bend Venezuela, you know. And we don't look at it at that level, look at the big picture, boys. They're not looking at we good on the Caribbean where the CARICOM and the international where they're not looking, we not looking good. We by a show. Let me talk the truth. The truth is the truth. Don't be hiding under hypocrisy, people. I will leave it there. I can't talk. I go. We living under hypocrisy. All you have a nice day now, brother. And all you let me try to talk the truth. Do the right thing. Understand what the real thing here.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Prezi.
Yes, brother. Thank you, and Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. And as I scroll further into the news, right, because this is what we need the police service to deal with as well. Penal father robbed, son kidnapped in brazen late night attack. Shot 3 times. Oh, that's a fundraiser for Kia Sealy, right? So the spouse of Joshua, I think Joshua is the name, who was killed. She is damaged tremendously, and there's a fundraiser started for her. Right? Masked gunmen stormed Kelly Village home in early morning raid. These are the things that the crime within our society, driven by greed as well, driven by a lack of respect for morals, values, God, etc., driven by greed again, as I mentioned, that we also need this service to deal with. But that does not give them a pass to do what is wrong. For a matter of fact, to enable them to do their job better, they must do what is right. Instead of officers, you know, on their own beat, making money, taxation, extortion, racket, whatever they be doing, etc. Instead of that, once you monitor them properly, they now will put their energies into investigating, patrols, prevention, responding in a proper manner to deal with this issue. And I'm saying that if we take out the corruption that exists within this institution, it will be able to function better. And it will be able to meet the challenge of crime to a better extent. Of course, the challenge of crime needs to be met by other measures as well. By better examples being set throughout the society. By better standards being set. By communication and by a building of trust. If I open my hotline tomorrow, everyone who is plagued by crime within their communities will identify the people who are a problem in the communities. Because of trust. Everybody. I walked down the road, someone was murdered. They're afraid to tell me in front of the murderers. But when we walk a little further down, they say, hey, so, for whatever reason. Because of trust. Because of trust. And if we don't establish a level of trust between those who protect and serve and the population, if they're not comfortable, if they see those people interacting with those who are doing wrong within our society, like wrong, real wrong, corruption, then we going nowhere. We going nowhere. Just years piling on, and you wait for your turn. You wait for your turn for somebody to slap you, whether it's the police or somebody in the community who becomes emboldened with the negativity that prevails in our land. We're just spinning top in mud. When will we change anything? And I am sorry that this individual has this level of responsibility at this stage. Because it's not easy. It is a weight. It is a monster. It is endemic in the culture of the service. It is endemic in Trinidad and Tobago among so many of us that we are greedy and selfish. And now we must work to change that culture. We must reshape our children. We must push a different flow. We must promote and elevate those who live with kindness and goodness to positions where people look up to them and act the way they act. That is our challenge now. Or we could just leave the mess. We could leave the mess. We could run down money in this rat race. Rat with human face. We could just keep running like rat in nastiness. As even the Prime Minister described this lawless dump. Not with ticket. Not that. Not the people who driving with a phone on a what's the new thing they're talking about? If your hand held whatever. That's not it. That is not in the lawless mess. You want everything, and you want to squeeze out everybody else from the business, and you want to monopolize all of the industry and then charge customers the maximum to make maximum profits regardless of their potential to actually pay and their standard of living. That is the lawless dump, the greed. That is the lawless dump, the unwillingness to share. The nepotism. So your friend and your friend alone and friend. So what about other people? What about other people who may not be in your social class or your circle who need opportunities as well? That is the lawless dump. That needs to change. And we must come together as a people. We must stand up collectively together. Yesterday I called on our entertainers, because look at the role that our entertainers and our sportsmen play around the world. I see Pep Guardiola standing up and speaking out against every single indignity for human for humanity. Speaking up against Palestine. And look at his position and his social status. He's not afraid to lose his job. We're courting the Emiratis, we're courting people all over the world. You think that they like a society that is behaving like this? You think when they look at what is transpiring in this society, they will put money here? We have to be careful. Tremendous job by Ms. John to actually convince them to put money here. Tremendous job, because we have a beautiful side as well. But the ugly side, we need to work on it. What, Trinidad and Tobago go pretend and only face people like this, side on? For all of our life, we go face people side on? Because one side that we face looking good and the next side is unacceptable evil. It's not even, we're not perfect, we can't be perfect, but it is unacceptable for the standards of our society. That ugly is unacceptable. Let us change. Let us change. We have an opportunity now. Let us change. Let us stand up and let our voices be heard. Let us stop studying the dollar and be bought and sold like slaves. My brothers and sisters in the services, let us change. Please. For the sake of your children. For the sake of social cohesion. Let us change. Let us grasp this opportunity to change. Our leaders, listen. Listen to what is right. Be remembered. You have 5 years, maybe, or whatever. We don't even know how long life gives us. We have an opportunity of time to set a legacy and to do what is right. That's why I've been begging the ministers as well. Repent. Even the past wicked ones as well, who can change. I believe, I don't want to call names, even the worst of the worst could change, maybe. You're closing the program, you just have a minute. Go ahead, welcome.
Peace be upon you, dear brother.
And peace be upon you.
Thank you, sir. And yes, sir, keep speaking truth to falsehood, and that change will evolve, my brother.
Yeah.
I feel it in your voice, you know, like one man in the wilderness.
No, it's not one man. Look, even David Mohammed, Dr. David Mohammed. Look, yes, even Frank Sipasad stand up. Look, Lala stand up. Brian London promised he go stand up, and he's been standing up. Orlando Octave stand up. It have people, and then the masses of nameless people. The people of Trinidad and Tobago who don't have a name or a status, more willing to love and to stand up and change than those who hold offices and have a voice.
Speak truth to falsehood, brother. Keep speaking truth to falsehood. You just keep on keeping on.
Step up. Let them step up. Brothers like you willing to stand up.
Yes, sir.
You're willing.
Yes, sir.
All right, so blessings to you. Blessings to the family of Kia and Joshua and others. Blessings to the family of all the others who have been abused and killed, who have stood up.
Sweet, sweet soca music.
And we're at the end of the program, as you can hear. All right, love to everyone. An abundance of love to all of Trinidad and Tobago. Let us continue to change and do better. Take care.